Hello everyone, welcome to Monkey Brand Media. This is Pratik and we are talking about Alien Earth Episode 6 The Fly. The moment the show starts with the beeping sound of an analog computer, you are immediately immersed into the show. It doesn't require a long intro like Game of Thrones. The show is in that much capable hands. I went back and forth on the quick flashes during the intro, whether I missed anything or not. I was confused about the dead human body next to the xenomorph, but that was clearly the assistant mechanic from episode 5. The episode starts with Boy Cavalier narrating Peter Pan, like how in this story, Wendy, after picking up a flower, she realizes how beautiful things don't last, as in life doesn't last, implying that Wendy is also changing, growing. Not just Wendy, even the xenomorph as well. It is symbolizing metamorphosis. The shot of the kid xenomorph snapping at Wendy was used in the trailers for episode 6 as a foreshadowing. I even thought maybe it'll turn back on her, but that didn't happen yet. I wonder when a xenomorph grows eggplant shaped edge structure. Because in Alien 3 we see one of roughly the same size that had the structure already. Also, the xenomorph was black from the start, even at the chestburster stage. Maybe being pulled out of the chestburster and being artificially inseminated on the lung has altered it biologically. Maybe it's somehow weaker or tamer as the lung that it was inseminated on was that of hermits. That's why it feels a certain connection to Wendy, as it has been taken care of from the birth itself. Just like how a big cat born under captivity is, even though the animal might be very dangerous. Why is Hermit asking Kirsch, a synth by the way, how he wants to be free with his sister? That was stupid. Prodigy has already so much control over his life. They may be even able to control his lung functions remotely. How is he not aware of the strict surveillance he's in? Maybe Prodigy has access to Kirsch's entire POV. We have seen Kirsch surveilling on slightly the same way. So, on the other hand, Mr. Sylvia, the scientist, gets fired. From that moment itself, I was sure he was gonna this episode. All that creepy corporate speak, backstabbing by his wife. I worked in corporate for 13 years. That's how it's done mostly. Divide and rule. They'll force you to go against one of your own, against your own morals even. There's always an ulterior motive to maintain complete control. People are pit against each other, exactly the same way. There is no unity in an office, even among loved ones. Next scene, the conversation between Hermit and Wendy. We get to see her naivety. She speaks of the boy genius as some kind of messiah figure, like a cult. The meeting with Boy and Yutani goes the same way I expected. Who is the government collective, by the way? Is that like UN or something? Weren't all governments were dissolved in the universe? The actor playing Boy Cavalier is dripping with charisma in every scene he's in, but he outshines everyone in this one particularly. He could have also blamed Yutani for attempted assassination as the ship had highly contagious and dangerous specimens on board. His feet are gross though. That elevator scene with Kirsch Morrow was peak sci-fi by the way. Kirsch is right in pointing out how he is faking his so-called enjoyment in taking out sense. Morrow thought he was the bigger fish in the pond. There's so much subtlety in the dialogue. Nib's brainwashing scene was rad. These are the type of scenes why I love this show so much. The 70s style transitions, the music. I don't think the Neeps chapter is over though. It won't be gone that easily. Dame Sylvia will be in trouble. Neeps is quickly becoming the anti Wendy. I don't understand why Prodigy wouldn't debrief all the Lost Boys about Nipsey's status. Maybe just like present day corporations, these they they hide important details with their employees, and that blows up in their face eventually. Oh yeah, and forgot Dame Sylvia mentioned Nips being abused before she became a hybrid. I think that's why she was imagining getting pruned. That might have been an outcry, a cry for help. The attack of the eye image made her feel helpless, bringing out those same uneasy feelings. The actress playing Nips remind me of Shelley Duvall. She has those same sad, doughy eyes, very, very expressive. Why do the soldiers sound like a bunch of broccoli-headed teenagers? Though? No offense to anyone, I'm in no position to criticize anyone's hair choice. I'm bald myself. We see the image getting some grass to feed on, so it's like a classic parasite. It relies on its host for its nutritional needs. I never expected a sheep to be this creepy though. Reminds me of the goat from The Witch, the Robert Eggers movie. We see how Isaac is naive. After all, he's just a child. We were introduced to the flies, also the episode's name. I didn't like the design much though. It was very Starship Troopers like, very generic bug monster from a video game. Isaac gets distracted by the image. So, what were they feeding on after attacking him? Plastic? Are the hybrids or the synths made of organic matter? Not sure, I never looked into it. Oh, yeah. On my second view, I noticed what Isaac was feeding those flies. It was carbon matter and metal. So, it's obvious that they attacked him. Unfortunate to see him go. Wendy's not having Dr. Sylvia's BS. Wendy having a revelation due to the empathy towards the specimens and also seeing what happened to Nibs. Maybe she'll be helping her brother after all. But there's a part of me that doesn't think it'll end happily. Hermit gets some help from Mr. Sylvia as he was packing up his things to leave the facility. Mr. Sylvia finds out Isaac is offline. So, as a good person, he goes to look for him for the last time. Poor slightly gets manipulated by Moreau to sacrificing Mr. Sylvia to one of the face huggers. By the way, the one and only Brown character betrays someone. That came off a bit unfortunate to me. And why does the lab have such big vents? That was too convenient. Anyway, anyone can enter or leave through them. Even the creatures. It was way too Batman Arkham Asylum coded for me. uh, I'm not sure why Kirsch didn't react seeing all this through surveillance. Won't he be in trouble after Cavalier finds out? A bit of investigation can mess with his overarching plan. I mean, he's with Prodigy for a long time. Him making such a simple mistake is so out of character. His voice did crack though when he said affirmative to Boy Cavalier's inquiry. Would love to see how the whole plan unfolds. If I nitpick, I do see some plot holes, but somehow the pacing and the writing keeps me locked in. So here we go. This is episode 6 of Aliena the Fly. If you like this video, then please like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.